Okay, so today is day 22, and if you've been keeping up, I really congratulate you because it's really hard to change a pattern of isolation, and it's really hard to change a mindset of chronic illness, and it's really hard to expand in spite of your symptoms and to not let your world shrink. But we know that by letting our world shrink will ultimately cause the illness to grow. I'm not saying that your symptoms will go away by challenging yourself, but over time your body will change. Your physiology will change, your biology will change in response to how you're thinking and what you're doing. That's just how it works. So for day 22, I invite you to do something you're probably not ready for and socialize for an hour with somebody, okay, not a friend, somebody closer to you. And maybe you're already doing this. Maybe you are used to visiting with your parents or your sister or your brother or your in-laws. And maybe you aren't. Maybe you've cut off from everybody. Or maybe there's only certain people that you'll socialize with, but like aunts and uncles or cousins or a friend or whatever, you won't. So I want you to take somebody, the closest person to you in your comfort zone that you have yet to socialize with. So if you're already socializing with your parents or your siblings or something like that, then you want to take it one step further. You want to say, okay, maybe an aunt or an uncle or an in-law or a friend, or maybe you're so closed down that you're not even socializing with your parents or your mother-in-law or your father-in-law because you feel judged or criticized or like a failure. There's many reasons why people don't socialize, and it's because they're filled with shame about the chronic illness. They feel like a failure, they feel like a disappointment, they feel like people don't believe them, or there's a variety of reasons. But what I challenge you to do today on day 21 is find a person close to you that you've yet to socialize with. So for me, today it's my mother-in-law. I haven't seen her since my setback, and I've been very nervous. I've seen my dad and my husband and my children, and that's as far as my circle has gone right now. It was much wider. I was feeling better. So today I am inviting my mother-in-law and my father-in-law over to see the kids, and we'll be visiting with them for about an hour. Now, you may not have in-laws that live near you or parents that live near you or siblings. Well, then you have to go to the next best thing. Maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's somebody you really like, anybody in your life that you have at one point really trusted and felt good, but at this point in your illness, you're just sort of not socializing with. Now, this visit today will not be based on talking about your symptoms, answering questions about your illness. If it comes up, just say, I'm just not going to be talking about that today. Let's just focus on other things. And no matter how hard it may be to not tell them your problems, not to go into the story, not to build a bond of closeness, because people build bonds by sharing, their tragedies or their upsets or whatever. It brings people closer together. And if you don't have anything else much going on in your life, it's going to be hard to find things to talk about, but try. So don't resort to talking about your symptoms. Don't resort to talking about what's happened or your illness. Just talk about other things. So the weather, what the kids are up to, what are they up to? So this is a great job that you can really let people love to talk about themselves. What vacations are they planning? What are they doing? How's their life going? Listen to them. Being a listener also builds bonds. So you don't have to be a talker and share your negative stuff in order to build bonds. If you don't have anything really positive to report, then be a listener for them and talk about general things. I mean, the point is that you do it and you don't talk about your illness and you see that you can get through it. Don't forget to look them in the eye, hold your head up. You don't need to feel shame or embarrassment or like you're being judged or anything like that. You're just doing the best you can, and that's enough. So I challenge you to do this today. It might be a hard one, but go for it.